Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Yes, I appreciate the fact that you don't want to mention the name of your uncle.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that he did to you that you still haven't been able to get over?
No. I've forgiven him. I've moved on. Yeah. It's okay. It started very well. Okay. It started very well. He was the one who came to seek me out because he also grew up in my own father's house. My father was his sponsor, right? And his first job in Port Harcourt, he operated from my room as a student. Then, yeah. So like I had to vacate my room for my uncle to stay there when he got his first job. So we come a long way. All right. We had that bond. So you can imagine my excitement when he traced me all the way to my office then at Nigeria Industrial Development Bank, now Bank of Industry, which was where I was serving at the time. So I was too excited to see him that day when he showed up in my office, so that he went to the village and my parents told him I was having an accommodation issue. Mind you, as with me, I was around like 24 then, 24 years old. I had started doing Fortune on NTA network with Zebejiro. So like I was gradually kicking into mini stardom, but no money. I was still a squatter, still young. So my uncle said, look, you can't be having accommodation issues while I'm in Lagos here. Come and stay with me. You get? So that whole brotherhood family, I didn't bother to investigate where he was staying before moving away from Mamu Odofi, where I was sharing room with my friend Lake. You understand? So I was too excited to go stay with our uncle that when I was leaving Amu, Lake father, we were like, okay, stay now. Where are you? I said, no, I have a family member who I'm going to stay. You guys have been far too kind. Let me go stay with family. Mind you, this was not in the era of telephones and all those kind of technology where you could call and all that. Everything was manual. You address book, you physically go to the place to find it. So I'm with my uncle's address. I said thank you, and that was how I headed to, Bagada. My uncle said he was staying in a flat. When I got there, he was staying in a room and parlor with a living lover and his apprentice. So there were already 3 people in that room and parlor. Now, what it meant was that I was going to be sleeping on the floor in his living room, because he was already in the bedroom with his living lover. It was a rude shock for me. But me, I was determined to adjust to any situation. You get? So suddenly, my small travel bag will be the only occupant of bedroom, while my physical step will have to wait every night till the last guest left the house before I'll sweep the parlor, lay my wrapper, and sleep on the floor. Yeah. So that was the condition I met. And I accepted it, because my brother, despite the fact that I was on television at the time, Beleno be showcase, Beleno they show waiting in job. Nobody know where I sleep. My own, and I see where I wake up, enter street, go hustle. I knew that I would make it, but how I never know, so I will manage. So not only that I will be sleeping on the floor in his living room when everybody had gone, I will also be sharing that same floor with his apprentice. As a graduate, where they work for bank.
So why didn't you go back to your friends?
My brother, I don't come. Me, I adjust. I adjust. You understand? I'm not one to easily move location like that, but when I move, anything I see, I they take them. I know I can make a place better, so I can't keep going. I can't be going back and forth. So I just decided to dig in and stay. But even as I managed that place, the man himself, where they spot me, I don't know whether I will call it jealousy. I don't know whether I will say that envy. I wouldn't know what to call it. The man was not just happy with my progress. The fact that people in the area could recognize me and were happy with me, and when they work out, they would hail me, not him. I don't know, maybe he made him small, you know. So he wanted me out, and all he could have done is to say, guy, oh yeah, I don't tire for you to stay here. Begin find way. You get? The guy begin find lies and wickedness to concoct against me. Just to, you don't have to do all that to kick me out of your house. It's your house. Just ask me to leave. You understand? But if he ask me to leave, he don't know how to tell my parents, say he asked me to leave. Because my father trained him for school, you know, give him his first job opportunity. So to treat me poorly, so the only way when if he do now to tarnish me, you understand? And that was what I did not like. You know,
Okay. Now,
if not for the intervention of God, I would have killed him. I would have committed my first murder. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I would have killed him.
it was that bad.
The man chop slap when he no go forget to. The man chop better slap. Oh.
So did he eventually chase you out of the house, or you left on your own?
I left, but I came back. I came back to serve him justice.
How did he serve him justice?
All right. You see this life, let me tell you, Azu, all my career, all my life, one of the things that I've done is to live a good. I'm not a saint, but my father taught me very well that a good name is better than riches. So I never soiled my hands. I never, growing up till today, I can tell you that everyone come around was genuinely clean. You understand? Me. You get? I don't take waiting belong to another person. You know? So for somebody to want to tarnish that reputation, why they fight so hard to build, you know, for me, it really pained me reach my bone marrow. You know, and as a young man then, 24 going on 25, you know, I needed to clear my name, you know, or I'll kill for it. Thank God, people intervened. This, I'll just say, is the Spirit of God. So the only thing we fly and I slap, you know, but if neighbors don't collect that plank for my hand that day, I for day jail, I would never. I don't forbid this person with day because I was going to club him to death. I swear to God.
What did he do? What led to your anger manifesting so much?
Okay, so basically, the guy accused me of stealing.
Okay.
And to me, that was heavy. So what happened was his apprentice, we don't serve complete. He no gree settle the boy. They delay because he sold spare parts. They delay. So one day the boy went to the shop and never came back. We never saw him at home at night. So me and him follow, go police station, made complaints, report. I said, go to the village, check whether he's gone back to the village. He went to the village, saw the boy, they had whatever conversation they had. He went to my own place now to tell my mom that I connived with that boy to carry his money. Meanwhile, when he traveled, I mean, they look after house till he go come back. Came back with a note from my mother, written by my sister, that there was an emergency at home, I should come back immediately. As soon I was shooting Love Without Language at the time with Tarela Thompson. Yeah, I didn't have money to go. Ike Eze, he's still alive. Now the person will borrow me 6,000 at that time, which was a lot of money. So getting this message from home, say, come now, you're needed now. I just say my mama don't die. I know, shish. They never pay for set. So I took permission from set. One, I stalled production. I would go, I borrow me 6,000. I enter bus. Then road to the east was bad, and like 24-hour journey. You start one day, you arrive the next day. I enter road, reach east. The first person why I see that my mama in good health. Nothing happened. They say my uncle say me and his boy could not carry money. How much? About 100 and something thousand. My Zoom, as at that time, 100 and something K no be my money. Oh, if he buy car, yeah. Now I'm thinking about my life. I just borrowed 6,000, pay transport, out of which maybe around 4,000 still in my hand. That was all the money in this world. For that 4,000 we remain from that 6,000 way I give me. Somebody say I carry 100 and something K. You understand? tell my mother, say, is that all? They say yes. I say, if I go back, this man no arrest me. Because he told my parents, he told my mom that he was going back to Lagos to arrest me and lock me up. So then they say, if I reach in house, he no arrest me, I'll kill him. My mother said, no, don't do that. Because I tell you my anger. Then I left village, went to Port Harcourt to report to my dad as well. From that, my 4K, I enter Port Harcourt. And they tell you my journey, that as I reach house, I did it on face Port Harcourt.